Now, since we are having some brainstorming later, let me share some challenges that I see for NFC cashless ecosystem. Right? Number one, of course, go back to behavior of the customers. I think earlier, yesterday, someone has said it has to be as simple as cash or card. It has to be a one-step process, nothing more, nothing less. Right? You could go at cash. When I go to a counter, I buy something. I take out my wallet, I take out my cash, I just put on the table. The cashier will count and give me my balance. Same as card. I take out my card, I throw on the table, then I sign. It's all one-step process. Right? If you need to enter MPIN, if you need to ask for vouchers or anything on the phone, customer just don't accept it. It's too complicated, too many steps. Right? And the next thing is, customers always say, I want to know the transaction real time. With today's technology, customers want it real time, want it now. Right? If you say, I give you the request, I will process a request tomorrow, an hour later, 2 hours later, it doesn't work. Right? And for NFC to work, because customers generally have one phone with multiple accounts, you must be able to link it to multiple accounts, be it wallet, card, or bank accounts, or any other type of wallets that come along as we move along. Right? And of course, with the credit card industry today giving out loyalty points, discounts, and the likes, NFC is expected to do the same as well. Right? Customer wants to go to the restaurant that they go most often and get the discount because they use your card. Not because I use your card and I have to change my habit to go to another restaurant. Right? So behavioral changes of customer is the first key for NFC. Next, of course, is technological challenges, network and security. How do we ensure that we have maximum availability, uptime, and also safety, security? Right? Then how can we leverage on the network infrastructure of the multiple industry? Right? Because this involves both telco and the banks, and also merchants. Right? All three industries has different server farms, server network infrastructure. How do we connect all three together into a seamless ecosystem? Right? And of course, interfaces. Earlier I said there are multiple technologies, multiple protocols. How do we interface with all these systems? And lastly, of course, interoperability with multiple telcos, multiple banks, multiple method cards, bank account, NFC. How can this be integrated into a seamless ecosystem? Third, of course, is one of the most difficult, in my opinion, is the commercial challenges. Right? Implementing NFC is very high cost. Right? Easily 7-digit. You are probably looking at 7-digit implementation for both telco and the banks. Right? Next, of course, is the business model. How do we ensure a win-win business model where everybody wins, including the customers as well? Right? There are times where I tend to notice that the business models is very skewed towards making money, making profit. Right? And they forget about the customers. The customers tend to pay for a premium for services like that. How do we keep that low? Or better still, how do we keep that free for the customers? Right? And speed to market and the speed of ROI. How fast can I get back my money? And of course, lastly, there needs to be policy and guidelines from the regulatory to regarding NFC. Right? Now, there is uncertainty right now where when an NFC customer, if I'm an NFC customer, am I the customer of the bank or am I the customer of the telco? Who owns this customer? Right? Now, I mean, if you let the telcos and the bank discuss it, they will never get into the bank will hold on to the customer, the telco will always try to hold on to the customer. I think it is the regulator that has to come in to say, to draw the line, okay, this customers is whose. those are the 3 challenges that hopefully we can discuss later in the brainstorming. My last slide. This is, in my opinion, the first step for NFC is the phones. You must have NFC in all the phones, especially the mid and high-end phones, right? Build NFC chip, build NFC capabilities into the phone, and the customer will use it. Alright, I guess you're all aware that Nexus S, the latest phone from Google, already have NFC. If you have seen some of the YouTube videos, some of the reviews, customers, the early adopters are very enthusiastic, very interested, and very excited about the technologies. Okay? They've been testing it out, playing it, even hacking it to find out what can they do more with it. Right? Next point, the phone has to be branded. Today, if you give me a cheap phone and an iPhone, people always go for the iPhone, right? Because it's trendy, it's branded, it is cool. Of course, early adopters are high-end phone users, and they are very highly curious about new technologies, right? And lastly, NFC is actually more than just payment. Today, we have smart posters, we have NFC for payment. But what we have not explored in NFC is what can we use in terms of innovative apps and games. See how Apple did with touch phones and games. Today, if you play a game without a touch screen, it's a bit funny, pressing buttons. Alright, so lastly, I'll just close that by saying, will 2011 be the year of NFC? Alright, thank you.